systems like both identify the economic value of the ecosystem. Mario explained this is the cover, for example, is the ecosystem, marine ecosystem, mangrove ecosystem, settlement, and grass, open land, mangrove, young mangrove colony, and new land, and also forest web. This is the change from 1980s under the cover 1918, 1980 is the 2019. We identify function of the function such as like food and genetic resources in the ecosystem area such as marine, terrestrial, forest, land forest, and so on. It's not only fishing ecosystem, also function and function, cultural function, and supporting function. And then we content such as product of food such as fish and mammals, also bird. Here is about ecosystem visioning, culture, and we estimate mangrove ecosystem, settlement, in marine ecosystem, etc.
Okay, thank you very much, Parudin. Let me share our presentation first, then we will go to uh, Excel. So, the approach of valuation flow that as mentioned by Pak Aryo and also by Dr. Parudin. Sorry, before we came to the decision making process to determine policies, option, and management measure, is already mentioned by the growth at 2002. Uh, Ecosystem structure, as mentioned in the chapter of 3, as mentioned earlier by Dr. Aryo Damar. So after that, we will have the ecosystem function. There is 4 ecosystem function, then habitat, and then production and information. This is the growth at all term. But if we know the other term is habitat, called by the supporting services, production called it by the provisioning services, and information called by services. And after we can measure the ecosystem good or of services, as mentioned earlier by Dr. Pah. There is several evaluation. So for the ecosystem good and services, we came to the ecological value, the economy, and then after we got all these value, we can have the total economic value of the ecosystem services. All the valuation of ecological value, social cultural value, and economic have several cost method, contingent valuation method, effect on production. So after that, sorry, with this function also, we came to the to value which the utility of the ecosystem services. We got by the linear regression, exponential. The total benefit of the this, sorry, come on. This is also by the contingent valuation method, and the other one, the benefit itself are come from the international base. We call the benefit transfer method. We use from Costanza et al. 1997 and 2014. Of course, we use the justified value based on party product domestic from Indonesia, and then product of Papua. This is as mentioned earlier by the Dr. Fahrudin. We use from Costanza et al. 1997 and 2000 for production as a provisioning services, genetic resources, and for the regulating services, genetic resources, gas, climate, until biological control. And for the supporting services or habitat, soil formation, nutrient cycling, and the other is culture. Try to make the listing for the species for marine terrestrial. We have the width of the area of the area of study. We have the land use area, the classification of of land use area, all by the type of ecosystem. We have the river, marine, mangrove, settlement, swamp, open land, leafy, young mangrove colony, shelf, and forest. Yes, yes. Sorry, Maman. Can everybody see my presentation? Oh my God. Sorry, mana ya? Aduh. Okay. Sorry. As mentioned earlier, we have determined the land use ecosystem, the land use land use, yeah. And then from the land use of the study area, we have the type of ecosystem. For example, river for the 2019 as a standard, or the what we call base point. River, marine. So we have the total area is around 60,000 hectare. So after this, as mentioned, that we have to calculate sorry, before the ecosystem services, we have also the data come from the dynamic of ecosystem service area in the area of study. We have to 19. Can everybody see my presentation? Okay, this is the area. All we have from the measurement from Undip, our college from Undip. So we have the total area. Also a little bit dynamic, but in the right for the 10%. So we have this the total of the the area of study of our nation. So after we have the land use, we have each value of the ecosystem. Marine, we have the value from the our valuation. Yeah, our then we have the standard. We can see this is one as our valuation for the value company I mentioned as the good and services, climate regulation, erosion control, waste treatment, until to the cultural services. So from this value, we have ecological index and the economic index to value every years based on our valuation from the 2009. For example, we can the economic value came from the consumer price index in the local area, of course, in the and in Timika. We have this 2019 is one, and then in the previous years until to the 1998 amounted no 0.57. And beside the economic index, we have also habitat index. This habitat index came from our data from the PTFI, like bentos and necton. We have the index. This came from as geomin from this habitat. So after we have all this value and index, we just try to calculate all the data with this. We can use, we can see the value like this for the sorry for the gas regulation. Just multiply by the economic index. But for the habitat index, we have calculation in the genetic resources, because the habitat index with the ecological function or ecological good and services that can provision by this multiply by the not only in economic index but also habitat index. So after all the for the all year, we have this, yeah, this monetary, like of course, and habitat index. No, so, this is by using the same approach. We have this number of, we have this from or recreation. the economic value of mangrove ecosystem as this value. And after we have this amount, with the same approach, we have the number of or the value of each good and services valuation of the gas regulation and etc. So we have the value for the dynamic from the 1998 until to the end of the project 2042. This approach also use for the swamp, for the grassland, the river, the river, sorry, the river, for the settlement, for the land, open land, for the accretion with accretion without vegetation. We separated the value of this kind of ecosystem with the vegetation, mean that all the function of the ecosystem services like regulating services, supporting services, and provisioning services, and also cultural services. We have the number. Of course, different with the accretion without vegetation. So after we calculation all the ecosystem, we have the unit. We have the unit of ecosystem services per hectare per years. We have this from 1998 until 2042. This is the unit for each per hectare in this calculation. So after we have the natural resource accounting per hectare per year, we to the natural resource accounting for the total number of the study area. We have this. Yeah, this come from multiple the natural resource accounting area, which is we have the calculation from the Undip, the college from Undip, and then multiplied by natural resource accounting value per unit as our valuation. So we have the natural resource accounting value, the number itself only in the measurement that already give by the PTFI 1990 until to 2019. For the other, we still zero because we have not yet have the area, the dynamic area changes for the 2040. If we have area, the weight of the area for this, so we can project. That's all. Maybe from my side, the time and the microphone give back to Mr. Andi. Thank you very much. Ya.
Mungkin bisa dijelaskan dari tahun ke tahun itu.
Oh ya, oke. Moment. The number of the uh, 1998 until 2009 dynamic. Yeah. for example, in the 1998 is around uh, uh, 8 to 21 apa ini bilangnya triliun rupiah ya. If we call for the US, which the per US dollar is around 15,000, we have this number ya. In the 2002 we have this number. Want to see the total number of the 2019, we have this number. That's all, Mario. Enough, Mario.
I would like to add shortly.
Yeah.
So these values of economic valuation is within the box that I
Yeah.
presented in the beginning of my presentation. So this calculation is done within the box of the study area of calculation that I presented in the beginning of my presentation.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
My addition comment. Thank you, Pak.
Yeah.
Pak Andi, please.
Thank you, Pak Aryo, Pak Parudin, and Pak Yudi. I think it's time for us to discuss the question participants, particularly from Greg, David. Just feel free, and who do you ask that question to?
Sorry. First, let me say thank you very much, Dr. I don't really feel not very clear what you're trying to do or what you have done. When I asked Greg, is there anything you have a specific question about? General questions? Well, dig down into it and take a lot of people's time. Questions about the data and how the data move through from the original presentations and those kinds of things. But right now, I think I digest this. So one of my first questions would be, you early on in the meeting that you move forward fairly well with all these other reports that are coming in. And I was just wondering when the reports will be available with the details that I might ask you to try and get in real time today. Will the information that's backing up this be available to read as text and so on? How soon?
Mario, maybe.
The request of the government is simply to submit the document in June, which is next month. That's our time of reference. But we know some of the work from the ASI is not going to be ready until mid-June. So I would think, because Pak Aryo mentioned that
I think it would save instead of having a conversation that maybe Dr. Yuki and the rest of you may not be. It might be better for me to wait for the report and sort of really understand in some depth what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay. Somebody's off mute. We're getting a lot of feedback. Dr. Arya, would it be possible, or would it make sense, should we possibly start reviewing chapters 1 through 5 since those are completed already? And get a head start on that process? Sorry. Would it be possible to start reviewing chapters 1 through 5 that are instead of waiting for some? You mean now? Or I should send the report to you? The draft? Do you understand what I'm asking? Should we review the draft of chapters 1 through 5 instead of waiting? I think that would speed up the process and help us, even though we know we're not going to make the June timeline. It would give us a head start. Yeah, I think if we can get that from Dr. Ayo, I think we have the previous draft version, but there should be updating one Mario that you usually share with that I can distribute to the group. So this afternoon we will be sending to the revision draft of report. That Pani will be sending to you afterwards. Okay, that would be great. Mario. I know we're still waiting HI modeling results, and that will drive chapters 6 and 7. Do you think chapter 8 is ready now, or do we need to wait also until 6 and 7? For chapter 8, some of been able to the principle of coastal management in the area based on our list. But for more detail, of course, because we still waiting the modeling that will be provided by DHI. So the complete one or the complete version of chapter
The data included what they got from the ecosystem for food, such was estimating the value of the fishing services and what they do in mangrove, estimating the value of the mangrove. That's kind of data in general. Can you can explain the details of the data gathering?
Okay, thank you, Pak Auk. Pak Andi, if you want to know about the data gathering from the local community, as mentioned earlier from Ahmad Fahrudin, we several question based on the, for example, how many fish that can be catch by the or that interviewed by us. This is the general data. The price itself, the price local trader or from the other, the local price. Also, we have we gather the cost of the production for the this kind of activities. This is for the fish. Beside the fish, also this is for only for the effect on production. Also gather the using ecosystem as the area for the pig, the forest pig. Apa itu bahasa ininya? Pokoknya babi hutan lah, ya babi hutan. The forest pig. They got the pig from the forest. One year until a year. How many fish or how many pig or how many crab or how many and so on per year, the unit, and also the price, the so for the one person we have several actually more than 10 we analyze with the valuation technique. This provisioning based on about the contingent valuation method, we try to gather how could they value the ecosystem surrounding their settlement. For example, for mangrove per hectare per year. We before asking acting the willingness to pay about the mangrove forest. Actually, they the local of the mangrove. Actually, for example, also the service of the forest, also the service for the as mentioned in as a local tradition to catch the fish from the river from the swamp together with the all the family and in the upstream. The other is using about the interaction interconnection human and each ecosystem. For example, for the mangrove, they use several dahan tuh apa ya? The mangrove as the firewood, yeah, for firewood and etc. And also for the raw material to build their houses and so on. I think maybe in later in bahasa I will explain later. Demikian Pandi.
Okay, thank you, Pak. Okay, that helps me better. Any more question or thoughts? That would be it, Pak. I don't know whether you have any comment or maybe a closing remark before we close it with Pak Aryo and team.
We have a lot of questions, but I think I appreciate what we've done so far, the interaction, the questions will let us little of patience with each other as we interact and try to understand this thing as we go. Thank you for everybody's time and all for the good, stay healthy, and I'm sure that we'll do this and we'll be able to be face to face once again. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Pak, you have a closing remark?
You asked me? Okay, I'm sorry. I could not hear very clear. So,
Whether you have any, last comment before we close this call?
okay, I think on behalf of our EPP team, I would like to appreciate all colleagues that's been able to attend today's discussion, and it's great, and I think we will be sending Andy the recent draft of the this afternoon, the latest or tonight, and then Pak Andi will be distributing the report to you all afterwards. As I mentioned before, we still waiting. We should provided by our colleagues from ITE and also from EHI, and based on specifically will be used for the future calculation of the ecosystem service valuation, and with the available base, of course, try to calculate the ecosystem valuation for in the future in the study area with several scenarios about engineering solution or engineering introduction in the tagging management in the area. I'd like to thank also to ETFI for giving us opportunity to keep on cooperate and try to complete this report dynamic situation. Situation is not optimal situation for completing the study report, but nevertheless, this is what we share to all colleges that are very cooperative, working together. Is such not an optimal situation. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Pak Ayo. That concludes our meeting this morning. Use my
Thank you, Pak George. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pak. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.